Hey, Coach, hope you're doing well. Before I ask you about tomorrow's game, I wanted to look back at last year. I mean, that was a big game for y'all and kind of the catalyst to the season y'all ended up having. What are your memories of last year's game? What do you remember about the game, the win at Rupp?
For us, I think, before we went into Rupp, I don't know if we had won one game or if we were 0 and 5 or whatever, but we had been struggling in conference. And it was a great time for us to get a quality win and get some confidence. It was a hard-fought game, well-needed game, and it was good to come out with a victory.
I know you have to treat every game the same, but do you get a sense at all with, especially a guy like DJ who played, at Kentucky and everything, and you coach there, Coach Cal, obviously. Is there any added, emotions to a game like this?
Well, obviously for the players that are, like DJ, guys that committed Billy and those guys, there is a little bit of that. But at the end of the day, it's about us getting better, and we have to do a good job of making sure that we keep that in mind. That it's not a personal thing. It's not our win versus their win as far as coaches, as far as one player. It's us continuing to grow and get better as a team.
And last one for me, I know Kentucky, they lost their last game pretty good, but they had won five in a row before that. Kind of when they're going good, what makes them a challenging team to play?
Great question. They're great in transition, very elite. They get the ball out quick on misses and makes. They push the ball up the floor and they attack you. The other thing that they're elite at is they're the great offensive rebounding team. They've been pounding people on the boards, and the 5 games in a row shows that there's a grit to this team. There's a willingness to fight when things are bad to come out with victories.
Anthony.
Yeah, hey Kenny, hope you're doing well. I guess just mentioning Kentucky, they've obviously dealt with a lot of injury issues this season. Jalen Lowe's out for the year, and Denzel Aberdeen seems to have kind of stepped into that point guard role, at least in part. I guess just what are maybe the biggest differences that you see with him kind of running the point, and what kind of challenges does he pose?
He makes big shots. When he's playing well, they're a pretty good team. When he's playing well, I shouldn't say pretty good. They're an elite team. They have beat teams in our conference based off his play, along with Owe, Moreno as well. But he's an elite guard. He didn't just come from Florida just to sit the bench, and he came there with a mission, and he's played well for them.
Yeah, and then I guess just when you're looking at a team like Kentucky that had won the 5 games prior to that Vanderbilt game, I guess just how much do you balance, looking at those 5 games versus the Vanderbilt game? Do you think that's more of a, like Coach Cal likes to say, a burn the tape game for them? How much do you, I guess, look at Vanderbilt versus those 5 other games?
No question, it's a burn the tape game. For me, I look at the first half. They missed so many easy shots that game could have been in the balance in the first half. But those 5 games where they had to fight in the second half to come back and win, that says a lot about who that team is. That says a lot about playing through adversity. That says a lot about playing in an atmosphere at a place where losing is not acceptable. And for those guys to go out there and that team to go out there and fight to win 5 games in a row after having deficits to overcome says a lot about the character, the toughness of the team.
Matt.
Yeah, hey Kenny, thanks for talking to us today. I saw Billy's post yesterday, or 2 days ago, asking for a whiteout. I guess just how are you? How do you think the guys are feeling going into tomorrow?
Um, Didn't know about the whiteout, but I can tell you this that um, if they don't know that the energy it's going to take to win this game, the toughness that it's going to take to win this game, then they're a little bit delusional. But I think that they're ready. I think that they're focused. I think that they know what's at hand. We're fighting to be one of the top teams in this conference, and it's bigger than one game, but we have to continue to build on what we're doing, continue to play better than we played the game before. And that's important to us.
And then I guess, how do you guys as a staff keep your players level in a game where maybe there's personal connection to them if you feel like you have to do that?
Well, it's important. We have to be level-headed. We have to be smart about our business. Our fight is to win the game. Do the things that is important to winning the game. Being disciplined on defense, not getting too high, not getting too low. It's going to be some physicality in the game. We know that. But we have to make sure we're level-headed and that we're focused and disciplined on what we're trying to do.
Thanks.
Jackson.
Hey Kenny, appreciate the time today. We've already talked about, how inside the locker room kind of feels about Kentucky and this game, but can you guys as a program get a sense of just how much maybe this series has elevated to the fan bases on both sides? And then obviously Cal's move here probably played a big part of that, but can you guys just get a sense at the juice maybe that's been added to this series over the last couple of years?
Well, I think anytime you have a coach like Coach Cal has done what he done at Kentucky, I don't know, was it 15 years? Whatever it was unbelievable basketball. And so when he leaves to come to Arkansas, obviously there are going to be some, hurt feelings, some disappointing feelings. And then, he has to be able to bring that same type of atmosphere to the next place he goes to, which is Arkansas. So obviously the fan bases are going to be going at each other. Um, that's what happens when you have a Hall of Fame coach that brings winning, that brings a tradition of toughness, of winning atmosphere to your program. Um, but at the end of the day, we have a job to do here at Arkansas, and Coach Cal is majorly focused on doing that job, making sure that at the end of this year, we're playing our best basketball.
Malik Thomas on Tuesday, 0 for 4 from three, but he put his head down, attacked the rim, made a couple mid-ranges. How impressive is it to see that from a freshman when maybe his greatest strength isn't working? He can find ways to impact the game in other ways.
Great question. I think for Malik, he's learning about himself. It was great to see him not have to have threes go in to have a productive game. I thought he was excellent defensively. I thought he made good passes. And then you talked about it, him attacking the lane just shows he's a three-level scorer. He doesn't have to depend on the three-point line to get baskets.
He told us after the game that it was an important win, just because the last two road losses, Arkansas, you guys didn't expect that. Just have you seen an added sense of belief maybe in the last few days with the team since that, getting the road monkey off the back and coming away with a close victory?
No question. I think one of the things we've talked about as a staff is in order to be one of the best teams in the country, to be a team that can go deep in the NCAA tournament, you have to be a great road team. You can't just be good at home. And so we want to put an emphasis on playing great on the road. Obviously, we got to play great at home. We know that. But going on the road, going into hostile environments where they are really focused in on what we're doing and trying to beat us and coming out with wins is important to us as a team.
What two guys for Kentucky, some two role players, Malachi Moreno, Colin Chandler. It feels like when those guys play well, Kentucky usually wins. Uh, what's the keys for both of those guys? Trying to limit them when y'all are playing defense.
Well, Moreno has been, a pleasant surprise for Kentucky. He's a good player. He makes a major difference in their program when he's playing well, which he has done. He can finish around the basket. He's a good passer, excellent rebounder, and he blocks shots. And then the other kid, Chandler, shoots the ball. When he's making shots, he's active. He has a motor. He defends. He rebounds. When he's playing well, you just said it. They're really a very good team.
Has Cal had, yeah, we talked last year about Cal having discussions with the guys that were going back to Rupp. What about the coaching staff? A lot of you guys, were there with him at UK. I mean, have you guys sat down and just discussed memories from that time and, focus on this game? What's it like as a coaching staff going in facing a team you guys have a lot of history with?
Well, for us, it's the next game. obviously we all had great memories at Kentucky and appreciated our time there and understood at times you look back at the success that you had there and you go, wow, for all of us. But right now we're in a new place at a new time, and we have to bring that same kind of success to Arkansas, and that's our goal.
Thanks, Kenny.
Anything else for Coach? All right, Coach. Appreciate your time. Thank
Thank
you
you,
much.
guys.